Hey guys, today I want to talk to you about Chaga tea. Um, if you have been following us for at least a few weeks, you've seen our recent articles on Chaga tea and the benefits. And so I wanted to make this video because I've had a lot of people ask me questions about it, and our latest video is me actually showing you how to extract all of the key nutrients out of one of these little golden nuggets here. But before I show you what it looks like, in case you don't know, I'm just going to go over briefly about just like a little 101, like the benefits of it and why we're a little obsessed right now. You all know what's happening right now in the world, and that is COVID-19. Our guess obsession started a couple of months ago when all of this coronavirus started, and I'm not trying to, talk about it again. However, it's important and we need to. Anyway, so this all started about a couple of months ago when we were watching China go through everything that they went through, and they still are. But and so we're like, okay, well, if it's inevitable and it's coming, and there's really nothing we can do about it, but stay inside and wash our hands, and be prepared. Like, what else can we do while we're watching from afar, like kind of hopeless, watching all of the stuff happening from China to, Iran to Italy, like all these countries, just like one after another. And so we started doing a lot of research, and we came across, I think it was, mine was like on Twitter. Like, there's a guy on Twitter that's always talking about Chaga mushrooms and vitamin C. If you guys do not take vitamin C, you guys should just take it every single day. It's one of the things that has been a lifesaver for so many people right now, with either lessening their symptoms of the coronavirus, or even stopping it from happening altogether. Not saying it's the cure, just saying. But anyway, so we ran across Chaga tea, and so we started researching it and started using it. And one of the things that people say about Chaga tea, and the reason why a lot of people are like drinking it right now, is because it's super high in antioxidants. It's actually one of the highest ways to consume antioxidants. Actually, it's like, even like with acai berries, it's like blows it out of the water with the amount of antioxidants it has in it. But it also has an antiviral effect also. But not only that, it's like, what are the other ones? Anti-inflammatory, like it lowers blood pressure, lowers your cholesterol, anti-aging effects. It could slow down or even prevent cancers. There's just a detoxification. There's just a whole bunch of different benefits you can get from Chaga. So I'm going to show these to you, and it looks like, actually does look like something that came off of a tree, like bark, because it did come off of a tree, but it's not bark. It's actually a mushroom. You can get these in like colder areas, like Russia, like Maine, Canada, where else? Like northern Europe. But anyways, it comes on, like, you can, it grows on like birch trees. But anyways, so it is hard, and you can't eat it, the nutrients. So it's like, well, how do you get all the nutrients out of these little golden nuggets? And the nutrients we're talking about, of course, antioxidants, but it also is high in iron, calcium, magnesium, potassium, vitamin D. So definitely some key nutrients in these. Which was the idea and the reason for my newest and my second video on Chaga mushrooms, is how to extract all of the nutrients so that you can consume it. And the answer to that question is, we have made sorry, I'm looking it up so I can, there's so much stuff going through my head. I just want to make sure that I'm keeping it all straight. But anyway, so we have a whole thing of it. So the best way that we found, and we ordered this from a lady on Etsy, and if you want the link, I'll put the link in the comment section below so that you can order it from her or wherever you want. But you can also buy stuff like this on Amazon. It does not come in the nuggets, but you can get like a capsule or a powder. But the nuggets really are the way to go because it just has most of the maximum amount of benefits and nutrients in this little nugget. But this is not how, this is how she sends it, which I'm thankful because normally it'll come like in a big piece and you have to like break it up yourself. But she sends it already like this, and most people will already send it like this. But anyways, so if in order to get all the rich nutrients out of this, so you make it into a tea. So what that looks like is very simple and very inexpensive. This is what you need, okay? You need about 2 to 3 chunks, okay? So we'll just say 3 chunks per like a half gallon of water, okay? And you can put it either a crock pot. I actually have a whole batch, like a gallon worth, I'm doing right now in my kitchen. But you can do like a stovetop pot, you know what I'm talking about, or a crock pot. And all you do is, and you need, I'm getting ahead of myself, and you need a strainer, you need a funnel, some sort of like glass jar or something to put it in when you're done. I personally, because I like to try to do like as much zero waste as I can in my kitchen, I always save, I know, and look, I'm going to show you because this is what I'm drinking. This is actually my tea, and this is an old spaghetti glass thing, but also like pickle jars, like any kind of a glass jar. I like to save it, and then I just put it in there, and it's good. Hold on. Okay, so that was like fast forward to what it's going to look like. But not now, pretend like you didn't see that. But anyways, also honey or maple syrup if you want to add some sweetener to it. I personally don't add sweetener to it just because I like the refreshing, like organic, like taste of it. It's very mild. It's nothing weird. Come on, I've already had all the questions. Like, is it gross? Is it like, it's not, it tastes like an unsweet tea. So, but it's very mild and it almost doesn't even have a flavor to it. But anyway, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Okay, focus. So that's what you need. You need all of those things I just talked to you about. And again, I'm going to put this in the comment section so you could always go back and refer to it after, just because I know I'm all over the place. But anyways, all right, so what you're going to do is, if you're using it in a crock pot, you're going to fill up your crock pot and you're going to put it on low. You don't never, you don't want to boil these in the water because it will take out a lot of the nutrients when you boil it. So you just want to, like, if you're doing a crock pot, just put it on low, just put your nuggets in there and close the lid and just be done. If you're doing a stovetop, I would say like boil your water first and bring it to a boil and then turn it to simmer, and then you can put your chunks in it. So ideally you want to don't boil. You want to simmer these for like up to 8 hours. Like that's when you get like the max extraction is like 8 to 10 hours. And if you even want to go farther than that, what I would say, what we normally do is we'll cook them all day, turn it off and just let it sit overnight and just let all of those nutrients just come out. And then the next morning is when you can, it's going to have stuff on the bottom of it. So you're going to want to strain it. You know, if it's a smaller top, you're going to need a funnel, but you're going to need a little strainer to get all of this stuff out. Make sure that it separates. But other than that, it's so simple. Some of the little tricks. So, okay, this is pretty cool too, right? So this like gives you more bang for your buck. So pretend like we use these, and then the next morning I take these out. I'm going to put them in a baggie and put them in the freezer because you know what? I can use these up to 5 times. And after the 5th time, it starts losing all of its nutrient, like most of its nutrients. You don't have to worry about it. You can just throw them away. But don't do what I did. I first time I tried it, I didn't put them in the refrigerator. I set them in my windowsill and they molded. So you want to freeze them, okay? So put them in a baggie and then just reuse these things up to 5 times. Now, if you do make some, you can have up to like 3 8-ounces a day. What I normally do, I'll have like a glass during the day with some ice, and then at night before I go to bed, I'll have like I'll make it hot, like a hot tea before I go to bed, and it's so good. But you can have up to 3 times a day. And then, let me see, just making sure I got all the things. Stuff is really cool. My teenagers drink it. They actually do. I actually make my teenagers drink. All of my kids actually drink a cup of it a day. But other than that, I mean, just you can store. Okay, yeah, I don't know. So these are good up to. I mean, you can have them as long as you want in your refrigerator. I wouldn't say over a week or 2, but after the 5th day, it does start losing some of its nutrients. So, you know, whatever you make, just make sure you can drink it all within like a week. If not, if you're finding a gallon is too much, I would just cut back to half a gallon. And then just kind of go from there. But yeah, and then these right here, like these will stay. This is just the brand new ones. I have not even tried these yet. Like these will keep good for a year. So, just make sure you keep them, you know, in a glass container or something. But other than that, if you have any questions, just comment below. I am going to leave the link also in the comment section below because I know how I am and I want you to be able to go back. And also, if you want to order them, I will leave that link in the comment section below. But just know that I do not, and listen, this is where like I want to put this disclosure, okay? Because I wanted to share this valuable information with you because I felt at this time right now, like whatever like we can find that will help boost your immune system so that you can just be okay at the end of all of this stuff. But what I don't want people to think is that I'm trying to monetize off of this. I do not get any money. Optimize Life does not get any money from if you buy anything on that page. Some of the stuff we have on our other blog posts, like we get a little bit, it's Amazon, so we get very, very small commission. But with this, like I do have a link in there, but we do not make money off of it. So I don't want you to think that I'm trying to monetize and get money at a time like this, because I'm not trying to do this. I'm literally sharing something with you guys that we found just so amazing, and it's so good, and we just wanted you guys to know about it. So that's it. But anyways, saying that, again, if you have questions, just comment below. If not, then I hope you enjoy.